Hello and welcome back to A Shot of Wildlife. In this video, I'm going to tell you 8 of the most fascinating facts that I can find about robins. In most species of birds, only the males sing, and often this is restricted to just before and during the nesting season. With robins, that's not the case. Both males and females sing to protect their territories, and not only do they sing outside of the breeding season, they'll sometimes even sing during the night. Robins in the UK are usually resident all year round, but over in Northern Europe they sometimes migrate south for the winter. In 2021, scientists found that robins might have a secret adaptation that helps them to find their way. They've found that robins, and some other migratory birds, have a chemical in their eyes called cryptochrome, which might allow them to sense, or perhaps to even see, the Earth's magnetic field. The birds might be able to use this to navigate whilst migrating. Robins are sometimes referred to as robin redbreasts, with no prizes for guessing why, but the keen-eyed or non-colourblind among you might have noticed that their breasts are not red and are in fact orange. There was no word in the English language for the colour orange until 1502, and before this, things in this colour were called yellow-red or simply red, and this is the same reason that red foxes and red squirrels are known as such. Every time I make a video featuring robins, I receive several comments saying that the bird featured is not actually a robin, and there is a reason for the confusion. Around the world, there are more than 100 species of bird that have robin within their common names, including 14 ground robins and robin chats in sub-Saharan Africa, 49 types of Australasian robin, and probably the most famous pretender of all, the American robin. There is only one species of robin in the UK, the European robin, and it is from here that all of the others got their names. In most birds, males and females can be separated by their colours, their size, or their behaviour, but not robins. Lots of studies have been carried out to see if robins can be sexed without being caught, but there was no reliable difference in their colours, their size, or even their behaviour. The only way to accurately separate them is during the nesting season, when females have a patch of bare skin on their stomachs. This is known as a brood patch, and helps her to keep her eggs and her chicks warm enough while sitting on the nest. Males don't have this, as they do not incubate eggs or brood their chicks. One of the robin's favourite prey items is the earthworm, and although they are great at picking them off by sight, they have another technique up their little feathered sleeves. They have fantastic hearing, and are actually able to listen for and to locate worms from the noise they make whilst moving through the soil or leaf litter. This is why you sometimes see them tilting their heads from side to side whilst hunting. Robins in the UK behave differently to those over on the European continent. Here they are bold and even considered friendly, following gardeners around and hoping for some easy pickings, whereas over in Europe they are typically quite shy and hide away from people. There are probably several reasons for this, including the way that robins have been treated in the past, and the fact that in the UK they're a common garden bird, whilst in Europe they mostly live in less populated woodland areas. You've probably noticed that robins regularly feature on Christmas cards, so you might be surprised to hear that they are not mentioned at all within the Bible. This is mostly because European robins don't live in a lot of the countries where the Bible was written. They were also not associated with Christmas until the 1800s, when similarities were drawn between Victorian postmen and robins because of the red jackets that the postmen wore. Hedgehogs also feature on a lot of Christmas cards, even though they're usually hibernating then, but I'll have to get into the reasons for that in a future video. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to find out more about some UK wildlife, then check out this video on screen now.